Next question. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Muhammad Sarhan Islam. I am a student. I am from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Is Tahiyatul Masjid Wajib or Sunnah? Can we pray this in prohibited times? As far as Tahiyatul Masjid is concerned, there are various Sahih Hadith, including Sahih Bukhari, including in Sahih Muslim, volume number 2, Hadith number 1654, when Abu Qatada, he said that the Prophet, peace be upon him, said that anyone who enters a mosque should not sit until he greets the mosque with 2 rakat of salah. That means the Prophet said that whenever you enter a mosque, you should offer salah. And you should not sit down until you have offered salah. That means he said a Muslim should not sit in the mosque until you offer salah. So based on this, when you enter a mosque, you either start with your sunnah salah. If you are offering sunnah salah, you need not offer additional Tahiyatul Masjid. You can combine your Tahiyatul Masjid with your sunnah salah. Or if you enter the mosque and the Jamaat is taking place, you can join the Jamaat which is the Fard Salah. So you can join your Tahiyatul Masjid with the Fard Salah. It's not required to pray separately. But if you enter a mosque and it's not the time for prayers, and if you enter and you sit in the mosque, the Prophet said you have to greet the mosque. You have to greet the mosque with 2 rakah sunnah. That means it is Tahiyatul Masjid. You have to pray 2 rakah sunnah. So, and there's another hadith in Sahih Bukhari, volume number 2, hadith number 930, the Jabir ibn Abdullah, may Allah be pleased with him. He said that once when the Prophet was delivering the Jummah khutbah, a man entered and he sat down. The Prophet stopped his khutbah and he asked him, did you offer 2 rakat Tahiyatul Masjid? And the man said no. The Prophet said, stand up and offer. And the man offered Tahiyatul Masjid while the khutbah was going. Imagine, the Prophet stopped the khutbah to ask him, did you offer Tahiyatul Masjid or not? Because generally, there is no sunnah before the Jummah prayers. But Tahiyatul Masjid is a requirement. So Prophet stopped his khutbah and asked him. So generally, when you enter the mosque, before the salah started, you have to offer, because there is no sunnah before the Jummah salah, you have to offer 2 rakat Tahiyatul Masjid. Even if the khutbah started, listening to khutbah is a fard. But yet, praying Tahiyatul Masjid is a requirement. You pray Tahiyatul Masjid and then you listen to the khutbah. But if you enter the mosque when the salah has already started, then Tahiyatul Masjid can join with the Jummah salah. Otherwise, praying is a requirement. That means we come to know that Tahiyatul Masjid is a requirement. The majority of the scholars, they consider Tahiyatul Masjid to be a highly recommended sunnah. Some say it's very important. But according to Shaykhul Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, he says that it is sunnat-e mu'akkada. It is a highly recommended sunnah. So majority of the scholars say that Tahiyatul Masjid, offering 2 rakat sunnah before you sit, is a sunnat-e mu'akkada, a highly recommended sunnah. As I said earlier, you can join it with the sunnah salah before the fard salah, or you can join it with the fard salah if you are joining the Jamaat. And if there is no other salah, before you sit down, you have to offer 2 rakat. Regarding a question, that can you offer Tahiyatul Masjid in the times which are prohibited or in the times which are makruh? And we know that the time in which the Prophet said that you should not offer salah or makruh time, it is after you offer the Fajr salah until sunrise and after you offer the Asr salah until sunset. These 2 times are makruh, times when a person should not offer salah. But if there is a reason, like if you have missed a sunnat muakkada, and there is a hadith in Sahih Bukhari, the same hadith when the Prophet said you should not offer salah after your Fajr salah until sunrise, or should not offer any salah after the Asr salah till sunset. In the same Sahih Bukhari, next hadith says that the Prophet, after offering his first salah of Asr salah, he offered 2 rakat. And person asked, which salah you offered? He said, I had missed my sunnat muakkada of the Zohar salah because someone came and after the salah started talking to me. So I am praying the sunnat muakkada of the Zohar salah. So if it's a sunnat muakkada which you missed, you can pray in the time which is makruh. Similarly, you have offered your Asr salah and you have come maybe 20 minutes before the sunset and you want to sit in the mosque. So when you enter, it's a time of makruh. You should not pray. But if you have to sit, then if there is a reason, you can pray 2 rakat Tahiyatul Masjid even after Asr salah in the makruh times. So people, some of the school of thought say it is haram, but the right ruling is that in the makruh time, you can pray if there is a reason. For example, the Prophet said that you should do tawaf. If you are doing salatul tawaf, you can do any time of the day and night. Now when you finish your salatul tawaf, and if the time of the Asr Jamaat is over, and before sunset you finish, some people say no, you have to wait till the sun sets and then pray. No, that's one of the views. But the right view is that if you have offered salatul tawaf while you are doing umrah or while you are doing hajj, or just a tawaf, a sunnah tawaf, and if it's during the makruh time, maybe after the fajr salah before sunrise, after the asr salah before sunset, there is no harm. If there is reason, you can offer during this time. So similarly, with Tahiyatul Masjid, if there is a reason you enter the mosque during the time which are makruh, you can offer, there is no harm. As long as there is a reason, if you are entering the mosque and if you have to sit, you can offer, it is permissible.